Hey Tracy, how are you doing? So, what was that excuse not to paint you were telling me about? Something about a lack of motivation. I am exhausted. Didn't sleep well. Wrist injuries. Staying up late trying to finish orders. I'd really like to know your excuse. Oh, lazy. You know what? For your straightforward honesty, I'm just gonna. You know what? That is acceptable. That is acceptable. Way to show accountability. You know, accountability is sorely lacking in a lot of people today. So I'm going to give you extra credit points for for the accountability. You know what? I think I'm going to add an accountability section to the Discord. What do you say to that? That way we can hold each other accountable. Like, hey, did you diamond paint today? And then you have to put um, how many sections you completed, or how long you painted for. I think how long you painted for. I think that's fair. No shaming though. You just pop in and say, "Hey, I painted for 2 hours today," and that's it. And maybe a picture of what you painted. It would be kind of like a Whip Wednesday post, but with added accountability. Pure and utter laziness. Why do you have a crown by your name? I don't know. I didn't do that. Maybe you're like the number one chatter is the reason why. I don't know why there's a crown. But you did earn 75 XP. I guess you were listed as a top fan. So you're like, you're like, either my top fan or my number one fan. You keep showing up. Don't tell Benita that. Um, y'all two can fight it out. I only have like 3 people that watch me, so it's not like No, I'm his best fan. Like anybody who watches this pretty much is it's my best fan. I appreciate you all. I'm hanging out. I got the missus next to me. She doesn't have a microphone or anything, but
Hi, Tracy.
yeah. See, there you go. See, I walk my ass over to the table. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Get your butt over there, okay? Get your butt over there. Have a seat, okay? It's the painting time of night. It's the diamond painting late night crew. That's what we do, okay? Everybody else does their YouTube content, you know, during normal working hours, but no, no, we're the middle of the night crew. We're the late night peeps, okay? People fall asleep to us. And see, and I thought that Benita would be like the first person here. I'd be like, oh, like, cause she's what time is it? It's 10:30, which means it's 5:30. So chances are, oh, and Tracy says hot. Um,
She's still coming to get us home from work.
yeah, she's probably on the drive home from work. So she'll walk through the door, look at her phone, and go, "Oh crap, he's on," and then she'll show up here, which is which is cool. That's just fine. It's not a sport. You don't get points. Well, actually, I guess you do get points. YouTube awards you points for being a fan. So I think Tracy's got like 75 XP or something like that. So I don't know if I'm supposed to reward her, like, oh, like I set the benchmark, like, hey, this is how many points you have. So
What are you
when
going to do with the points?
yeah, when you get to like 10,000 points or something, I don't know, I send you a pinball T-shirt. Yeah, yeah, I'll send him a pinball T-shirt. Oh, you know that one I got the custom artwork and it says, uh, "I'm best when I'm cradling my balls." Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely awesome pinball T-shirt. So, oh, somebody did something. Oh, snap! Look at that. Somebody bought something on coffee. Awesome, and look at that. Benita's here. Aloha, Benita. Aloha. Look
Hi,
at that.
Benita.
Stuff is happening. People are buying stuff from the store. And do you know who it was? It was, oh, Bonita has a purple crown too. But Bonita's purple crown says number 2, not number 1. So it is a fight. It is a fight. So Bonita's my number 2 fan, and Tracy is my number 1 fan. Well, that means that um, uh, well, I don't know really what that means, but nobody's better than anybody else. That's definitely um, not what that means. But it certainly means that I should appreciate the crap out of the 2 people that watch my stream. So thank you both for being here. And that was For His Glory. You remember For His Glory? That's
Yeah.
the email address. Yeah, that was For His Glory.
Oh, she bought something else?
Yep. Is it she? Yeah.
Or he? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yeah, that's a good thing about internet handles is that you can be relatively ambiguous. You can be anonymous.
Man or woman, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, thank you very much For His Glory. That is awesome. I'm gonna guess, unless it's a guy with the name Shirley, I'm gonna guess that it's a woman. So, so thank you very much for that. Really, really nice. Go in here. I'm thinking that maybe next week will be my first week to choose a small shop and maybe buy something from a small shop. Not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm thinking maybe one of those like really cool pins. I mean, you know, I like this pin. It's 3D printed, but I'm thinking one of those nice like resin pins, maybe one of the ones that's like filled with like water, you know, would be a cool pin. I don't know. There's so many really cool makers out there. I'm like I'm kind of interested in the putty, you know, that like the scented putties, but like this container, I feel like it's gonna take me like a whole entire year to use all of this. So I'm kind of good on putty, unless there's a putty out there that's just way better than that. But this seems to work, you know, pretty fine for me. So I don't know, but that is something that I want to do. Is I want to, you know, I want to buy something from a small shop. Give them some love because hey, we're a small shop over here. So, oh, now Benita is number one. Oh man, it's a battle. My wrist is doing okay. It's okay. I'm exhausted today because I wasn't really able to get super comfortable last night because I sleep on my stomach most of the time, and I rest my face or my chin or whatever on my right wrist, and so having to not be able to do that means that I couldn't get super comfortable. So I was like really tired. I wasn't actually going to stream, but I had to provide some motivation for some of our laziest viewers. I was basically just waiting until my eyes got so heavy that I was just going to be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to go to sleep. But then I was like, you know what? The people need me. Plus, my wife is diamond painting next to me, and well, probably tomorrow she'll finish the first row of her painting, and I can't let her finish her first row and me not finish mine. Like, I can't let that happen. Y'all know how it is. Let your wife beat you at something, please.
Your rows are smaller than mine.
What's smaller?
Your section is smaller than
Oh, I thought you was trying to embarrass me on stream.
Whatever. You do that all by yourself.
There are many times that I do. Never mind. I'm not even gonna. Woo! Did I ever tell you I love you, honey? Yes. Probably way too many times. That's why you act like that. You're on the last square of your first row. So am I. Look at this. But you're on the last square of your first row of your mermaid. You finished up your summer with the Masters. Like you finished it up after 2 weeks into Summers with the Masters. You finished. Static. Let's see. So our next color's got to be brown dashes. Do you guys like seeing kind of a bigger field of view, like with you know, tools and the previous worked on sections and pins and all that stuff, or would you rather just have like a close up of just the section that I'm working on? I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't really mind either one because I'm really not paying attention to either one. But it seems like most of the videos that I watch like online, it's usually like pretty zoomed in to the section that's being worked on. I mean, obviously I'm all for the non-traditional approach, right? But you know, I want to give you guys what you want to see. So if you're not seeing it, let me know, and I'll be happy to adjust it for you. Personally, I think that like I'm kind of more interested in like seeing a slightly larger field of view, because the symbols without actually diamond painting don't really mean anything. I'm kind of more interested in the tools being used. That way I can kind of get a better sense of like how far apart some things are, you know, like where's the tray in relation to, you know, what I'm painting and so forth, if that makes any kind of sense. Oh. Get in there. You like it how it is now? Okay. So yeah, now when I'm watching like painting sparkles and it's that ultra close up, super well lit 4K, like super saturated color, like it's like watching Willy Wonka's Candy Factory, like with all the shiny diamonds and how zoomed in and close up it is, and then you got the ASMR microphone, like that's pretty cool. But I feel like that's kind of unique to her, so I wouldn't want to try to really copy that. And believe me, I did try to copy it, and it's not easy to do. It's not as simple as just, you know, putting the camera close up and like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put it close up and turn the sensitivity up on the microphone. Nope, it's so what she's got going on that channel is pretty special, the way that she does that, and it's really cool. So I would encourage you, if you want to see some of the absolute best diamond painting, just straight up painting content, like painting sparkles is pretty awesome. Eventually I'll settle on a style kind of all my own. When I become more comfortable with diamond painting, it'll probably involve a lot more beer. You like to see everything that's going on. Yeah, that's kind of me too. Most of the time, I do like, you know, the kind of wide shot. Plus, having this wider camera angle also makes it relatively easy for me to show anything that I might want to explain or show off a canvas, because the camera is like, you know, way, you know, further away. So you see more of my table and stuff like that. So let's see, what do we got next? We got all these teepees. Where my teepees? You don't like it too close up? aesthetic. You like the nails close up? My nails or the other girl's nails? Wait, let me see if I can get nails in shot. Probably not. They need to get redone. So they are. Well, I know I just got them done, but you know, that one looks like mother of pearl. Like my pinky there, that's like, look at that. That's nice. Lots of sparkle in that. Sparkly nails. I think when I go back, I am just gonna get a straight up glitter blue on all of the nails. Although I'm thinking of like doing like, you know, the nail like totally glitter, just like, you know, just like it is now, but having like a white French tip painted on, like the tip. I know that like it's kind of the popular thing now to have like clear gel with a white French tip on it, but I'm like, screw that clear. Like, let's go with a popping color and then put the white French tip on it, right? Like that to me that to me sounds hot. Like either that or do like a secondary color instead of the white on the French tip. Do like a secondary color. Like that could be really cool. You're going to the nail salon next week? Ooh, you know what? That nail salon trip probably going to cost the same amount as a really nice diamond painting. I know I'm playing devil's advocate, but I'm just saying. Get nails done, add to the stash. Get nails done, add to the stash. Prettier nails. Yeah, I get that a lot, which is like I've actually had a few guys tell me that like the combination of like my weird mustache and my fingernail polish is just like it's like one of the most unusual combos that they've ever seen. It's like somebody with your mustache does not normally have nails like that. And I'm like, I know. It's like those two things don't go together, but you know what? We're having fun. It's all just for silly fun. Is all it is. And why not, right? I think right now, if anything, the world could use more silly fun. So Tracy, you started painting, didn't you? You said you were walking over to the table, but you didn't say if you were painting or not. Are you just sitting there at your table, just listening to me? She said, "No, I'm a painting." She turned Italian on me. Well, good. See, your laziness streak is over. It's amazing. All I had to do was put my face on camera, and it's enough to inspire you to paint, almost like a punishment. And I know Benita will start painting soon. She probably just walked in the door. I ain't worried about Benita painting because I know she's not lazy. Oh, and last night, you guys know I keep talking about my Ninja Creamy. So my wife from one of her friends got these fresh peaches, and they were like they weren't ripe. Well, they turned ripe, so we decided to blend them up and add some whole milk. What is it? Heavy cream to them. Yeah, a little bit of heavy cream. Put it in the food processor, let it blend up until it was nice and creamy, and put it in little frozen containers. Well, last night we had our first taste of fresh whole peaches and monk fruit sugar and heavy cream. That's all that was in there. So, basically a completely organic ice cream. Oh my God. Y'all missed out. It was tasty. Like it was straight up peaches and cream delight. It was really good. And if you can't tell, I'm not one particularly for the healthy foods, but I tell you what, there is something that hits different when like all of your ingredients are like non-processed, and you can taste like natural flavors and not just stuff that's been soaking in high fructose corn syrup and other additives and various chemicals. Like I don't know how else to explain it, but that was really good. Now the next ice cream that I'm thinking about making is like a yogurt ice cream. So I'm thinking about going to get some of that. Like, is it Dannon? What's the ice cream that we normally buy? It's like Great Value ice cream. You get it at like Walmart. But the lemon flavor ice cream, the lemon flavored yogurt, and just put that in there, let it freeze, and then creamify it on the Ninja Creamy. Now my wife, she wants to. You want to do what? You want to use like heavy cream and like real lemons, right?
No, I don't want cream at all.
You just want like
I want a sorbet.
oh, okay, you want a sorbet, so you want
I
just
just
like
want fruit and
fruit, and so you just want straight lemons. Obviously you're gonna put some sugar in there,
well,
right?
sugar, yeah. But
Yeah.
I want to, but I
But
don't want it. I
you
want it to be more.
you just want to peel some lemons and then just have that just pucker your face the hell up.
Juice the lemons, add monk fruit sugar.
But you don't want to just juice the lemons. You want to have like some lemon pulp in there. I think. No, you don't
I
want
don't
lemon
think
pulp in
so.
there.
I don't know.
I think I would at least a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot of the pulp, but you want I think it would be more interesting with some kind of texture in there. You know, kind of the difference between like, you know, real all natural orange juice and Tang.
Tang
Like,
is not nowhere near orange juice.
well, you know what I'm talking about. Tracy says put some zest in there.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to put some zest in there for flavor or whatever.
Well, zest has a lot of the aromatics in there, because you want some of that rind aromatics to let you know that it's actual, like real lemon. Benita's like, yeah, I just walked in the door. Somebody talking about coffee, ice cream. Hmm. Well, Sandy doesn't. She. I'm gonna be nice when I say it. She's not a coffee person.
I hate coffee.
Okay, she's not gonna be as nice as I am. She just outright hates coffee, and she hates all the people that drink it, and
I do
all
not.
y'all can burn in the depths of what?
I didn't say that.
See, until you decide to put on the microphone, I'm just gonna keep speaking for you.
Whatever.
See, guys, she doesn't think that y'all want to actually hear anything that she has to say, because she doesn't think that she's very interesting. But I will tell you what, she has far more interesting stories than I have. I can tell you that.
I do.
Yeah, you're the one with all the kids. They're not my kids. Like you know women things. I don't know women things. I know of women. I don't know about women. Y'all could talk about, like, I don't know what women talk, makeup and boys and
Well,
I don't
we ain't gonna talk about makeup because I don't wear it hardly.
well, that explains a lot.
Shut up, Chris.
I mean, I still like you and all.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I'll let you know when you just become horrifying to look at. I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, but for now, I mean, you know, you all right. I'm burning. What? What are you? What are you burning for? You trying to cook something and you burning? Yeah, see, Bonita's she still got to eat some dinner. Last time I streamed, she was eating fried fish, and I think she said she ate like 3 pieces, and then was like she was too stuffed to diamond paint. I'm like, damn, man, that must have been some hella good fish. Like, you you eating way too much more than you should. I mean, I can't be mad at you, especially if it was good. If it was good fish, I mean, like, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? If the fish was banging, then I'm burning because I drink coffee. Yeah, that's right. I did say that all of the coffee drinkers can burn in there. I did say that. Well,
He was trying to say that I said that, and that was wrong.
yes, honey, you should not talk about our friends like that, okay? Their vices are their vices, okay? People have to live with them, okay? One day she'll make it to a group and she'll be like, "Hi, my name is Tracy, and I've been wasting money at Starbucks for 7 years." You know, actually, you drink everything at home. But Edith's a coffee lover too. Man, that's a lot of people going to hell tonight. Oh, and we got a bomb threat in chat.
What?
Yeah, Benita said, Kona coffee ice cream is the bomb. Oh no. See, staticky drills, at least this one. Oh my god, just static. Wow. Is there still some? Yep, still some stuck in here. These staticky drills just. Oh god, they were even stuck to the friggin' lid. Then we got some trash over there. Wow, the most staticky container of drills ever. God, still one in here. All right, I think I got them all. They're back in there. All right. Tracy is like coffee, 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 coffee. Tracy, are you the kind of insane coffee person that drinks coffee as like a nighttime aperitif? Like, I'm about to go to bed. I guess I'll have a cup of coffee. Are you coffee like that? Coffee insanity. Oh, crap. Really? That doesn't go there. I thought I got them all. So like coffee as a dessert, after dinner dessert, like tiramisu ice cream. Like I could do that. Raw fish. You could eat fish. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine, like some sushi style or sashimi style raw fish in Hawaii, very popular thing. What, really? Two? Only two colors on here? Okay. I think we got a new color here that I haven't seen before. So I got lots of up arrows, but then I've got pale green triangle color. Which one is that? Ah, there we go. Tracy doesn't like fish. Well, Tracy's from Canada, so if you're not drowning it in maple syrup, I imagine that she probably doesn't find that it tastes very good. As you can tell, I know absolutely nothing of Canada. Do-do. You're from Canada and you don't like maple syrup. Well, neither do I, so I ain't even mad about that. Maple syrup is some weird. I mean, it's okay in certain situations.
Pancakes only.
No, not even on pancakes.
Well, I mean,
If
if you
you put
had to.
if you put maple syrup on pancakes, like there's gonna be a fight. It's and you probably gonna lose because I'm a beat your ass
No, I don't want it. But
with
if
a
I
maple
had
branch.
to,
Nah, I would rather eat a pancake raw, just with no water, just
Right.
just a thick ass dry ass pancake, than use maple syrup on it. That just nope. Is Aunt Jemima or nothing.
Which is maple syrup.
Aunt Jemima is not maple syrup. It is not.
Okay.
I promise you, it's not. Like maple syrup, you can taste the wood in it. You can taste like the bark or the tree or whatever. You can taste it in it. It's like a, I don't know. It's a
Well, then
weird
I guess I've
taste.
never had real maple syrup.
I guess not, but it's nah. Maple syrup is like, you ain't never had like a one of those like maple maple coated donuts,
No.
like a like a
Oh,
like a
no,
like a
'cause I
maple
can't.
long john.
No, I hate maple. I hate
And
those
she don't
things.
eat pancakes. You know what? That's why it says number 2 next to your name, Tracy. That's why. Cause okay, some things are cool not to eat, but a classic flapjack, a pancake, you're not getting down on some pancake. I don't I don't know about you. Okay, I was just about to do roles in my Discord server and start giving people like roles like captains and mods and stuff, but I'm gonna have to reevaluate some of my decisions after this revelation. You got Canadians up here don't even like the food of their own people. I can't believe you you don't know what maple syrup tastes like. I'd rather just have an egg. Maybe that's dog pee. This weird taste. It's dogs peeing on trees, and that's what ends up in maple syrup because the trees are soaking it up. It could be that's very well. It could. I mean, maple syrup. I mean, it's cool and all because it's basically like an unrefined kind of thing. It just straight out the tree, right into the bottle. It's kind of like honey in that way, except for honey is kind of antimicrobial. I mean, it's interesting to me, like the maple syrup farms where they have all this. It's like because I watched a YouTube video about it, but like, and it's crazy because they do it like at like the start of winter, I think, something like that. But they basically had like a huge plot of land, buttloads of maple trees everywhere, and then they have like this connection of like tubes that that basically go from like tree to tree, and then they all end up in like a huge vat. It's like a network of tubes that just run the length of the property, from tree to tree, and they're just like draining these trees. It's almost vampiristic in the way that they're like draining the life force out of these trees. Elves are in the trees making it. Are they Keebler though? If they're not Keebler elves, then I don't want it. It's probably the reason why I'm not a fan of maple syrup is because it's not a Keebler product. So Tracy, if you're not eating pancakes for breakfast, yo, what? I mean, Lilikoi syrup is so ono. I'm guessing ono is like a word for like good. That's like a Hawaiian native tongue word for good or delicious in some way. See, now Tracy is gonna have to send me this weird like Amazon shopping list of native Hawaiian foods to try.
You mean
Bonita, yes. Scrambled eggs with spinach.
you're trying to be healthy?
See, yep. See, she's trying to cut out the carbs in the AM, and it's like, see, that's why we gotta get some dudes on here because I ain't gonna get nothing but rabbit food recipes out of these ladies. They were like, "Why do you drink so much beer? Why don't you drink a light beer?" No, what's wrong with you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being healthy. I'm just joshing you. But there are a lot of things right with flavor and tastiness and the enjoyment of all that life has to offer, carbs included. Steak dinner. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right. I thought I was gonna have to go get diamond painting with Mike and have him come over and be like, all right, Mike, let's talk about real food. But you mentioned steak, so you're back on the team. All right. I thought I lost you for a moment. Now, Sandy, the other morning, we got some eggs that's like, the eggs are on their last leg. So we got to use them up, which is crazy because eggs are so freaking expensive. You would think that we'd be eating eggs every day, all day, as long as we had them. But apparently, we've been squirreling them away in the vault because they're so valuable. And now it's like we got to eat them before our investment goes bad. But she made some breakfast the other day, and it was like diced potatoes for some nice hash browns, and she made a crap ton of bacon, which your boy is never gonna complain about. What else did she make?
And the scrambled egg.
Oh yeah. Just like I don't know. She must have served me like 8 eggs with cheese and salsa on it, and like the bacon just kept coming. And I was just like,
You didn't have to eat it all.
no, I didn't have to eat it all, but it was such a rarity that I was just like, I don't want it to end. I was like, bacon, eggs with cheese, like, it's like, no, please don't end. Don't take this away from me. There we go. Had to move some of those around. Those were looking bad. We got some stuff in Discord going on. What's over there? Oh, okay, okay. What in the heck is that? We got a potato there. Looks like we got like some, is that bechamel or maybe just some sour cream and chives on there? Got some fresh ground black pepper. We got asparagus. And then we got I'm going to guess that's an artichoke. Yes, artichoke. I think it is. Looks like a grilled artichoke. Very nice. Either that, no, that's not a grilled artichoke. That's steak with mushrooms. Is it steak with mushrooms? Yes. I believe it's steak with mushrooms. Yes, very good. My monitor's in dark mode, so it's a little hard to see it. Go drink some kava? Natural beer? What the heck is natural beer? Beer, if you're making it right, and I make my own beer. Haven't made it in a while, but yes, I make my own beer. Like, beer, if you're making it right, is a natural product. Because it should just be grains, hops, water, and yeast. Very simple. And if you're making traditional German beers like I like to make, then you are following the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German beer purity law, which says that beer can only contain 4 ingredients: water, hops, barley, and yeast. And if your beer contains any other ingredients, well, you're going to hell or something like that. I don't know. It's going to be bad for you. The German Polizei are going to come and arrest you because your beer probably tastes horrible. And you shouldn't be allowed to sell it or serve it to anybody. Fried onions, mushrooms, and jalapenos on a steak. That was the other thing I didn't recognize. I never thought about that. Jalapenos on a steak. Okay, okay. Let's go with the spiciness. Tracy is a spicy gal. She likes the healthy and spicy. So, Sandy and I, this past May, have been married for 20 years, and there are 3 meals that I will think of probably until the day I die as the best things that she has ever prepared or served to me. One of them was when we were a very young couple. She made something called chicken Kiev, which on the first attempt that she made it, dinner was ruined. It burned because we got distracted. Anyway, but she made it again, and it was very good. So won't forget that meal, even though I didn't get to eat it because it was ruined. But still a good time. The second meal that she made that will remain unforgettable. It was a hot summer day. I was out in the garage making beer, as you do. And the beer making process can be anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours or more by the time you clean all of your kettles and all of that stuff and finally get done, get all of the beer making gear put away. Um, 6 to 8 hours. Well, halfway through the day in the sweltering heat, she brought me the simplest but most wonderful thing. And the reason why it was wonderful is because I did not ask for it at all. And it was a sandwich. I don't, did you bring it out with chips? I think maybe you did. Maybe you did, but I remember it was it was a sandwich. It was like a ham sandwich with like, cheese on it and I think it was like a fully loaded sandwich. It was like a ham sandwich with cheese and lettuce and tomatoes, some pickles. The tomatoes were salt and peppered. Just very nice. Even the presentation on the paper plate was very nice, and it was just like it was unsolicited. And she even brought me a beer mug outside, and of course, because I'm sitting in the garage next to my Keyser, I could just pour myself a beer. But it was just the most wonderful thing because it was just a simple sandwich, but I had no idea it was coming to me. It was nothing that I asked for. And I was like, all right, yeah, this is awesome. Not because I felt like I had some, personal sandwich making servant, um, which would be a nice gift to have for like Christmas or something, you know. But it was, I think it was just the fact that it was a surprise and something that I didn't ask for, and it was just like, he's probably hungry and he hasn't been in the house in several hours. Like, let me do this. So I think it was the thought that was way more memorable than the simple sandwich. But either way, it was perfect. And never forget that. And then meal number 3 was actually not too long ago. But since she's been partially retired, she's taken up cooking more often, just cooking meals, because she's home a little more often. Plus, cooking at home is always going to save money, and when you're retired, probably a good idea to be a little more judicious with how and where you spend money, especially when you have a husband who can't stop buying diamond paintings. Yay! First half of the section done. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Hubby just got home. Got to meet up with the landlord. All right. And he says, I love, and they're having a Greek dinner tomorrow. Okay. They're having a Greek dinner, not tonight, but tomorrow. You see what I did there? Yeah, it's lame, but it's still funny. All right, Benita, see you in a bit. But she made just a stew, with the stew meat and the potatoes and the carrots and the onions and and it had, oh my goodness, the gravy that was part of the stew was just and the meat was so tender, and she didn't it wasn't like one of those fast ones. It was like it was like an all day stew. It was like 6 hours or something. You said you were cooking it for or something. It basically it took all day to make this stew, and I'm like, holy crap! And you can taste it, like when somebody, cooks a meal that like takes all day. Like you can taste that. You know when somebody spent like quality time making a meal. You can taste it. It's in the texture of the food. It's in the color of it. And it was like the gravy was silky. The vegetables were very well done. The meat was just like, take your teeth out. You don't need them. and everything just had a richness to it. And I was like, I mean, I finished that bowl. I don't think I said anything. Like I finished that bowl, and I was just, and she was like, "How is it? What do you think?" Because it was a new recipe for her, and she was like, what do you think of it?" And I didn't say nothing because I was just like, let me just let me live in my moment here, because it was a beautiful moment. It was tasty. But those are the three things. The three best meals. The night that the chicken Kiev got burned up, and then the sandwich in the garage, and the stew. And in case you're wondering how few of these instances there are, we've been married for 20 years.
Yeah, they're longer than that.
Well, yeah, they're like 28 years. God damn, 28 fucking years. But like, so, and that's not to say that my wife doesn't make um, good meals very often. She doesn't. She
Shut up!
doesn't.
I don't cook that much.
That's probably, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing that you don't cook that much, but
I don't like cooking.
it's evident.
Shut
Um,
up. I'm on my last section.
Oh, you're about to start your last section?
My last section.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on part 2 of my ruler in in my last section in this row, so there's that.
Look how narrow. Look how deep.
What are you talking? It's a standard section as defined by DAC. Now, granted, I'm not doing a full height section here, but the total amount of diamonds, I'm pretty sure, is the same or more than your super easy round over there.
Well, I wasn't
So,
supposed to be doing rounds.
well, you know, we're just supposed to be doing round, but that's what you got. So,
It wasn't my fault. If Diamond Dots had sent me what I ordered.
no, they did send you what you ordered, which was
Yeah,
a round.
A month after. No, I ordered a square from Diamond Dots.
Is that what's in the box?
Yeah, that's a square.
Is it really?
Yeah, I ordered that, but
Oh.
then they never sent it. So I ordered it from Amazon so that I could start.
Oh,
And
oh.
now I'm sending that one back.
You sent in the square back.
Yes, because I'd already started this one.
Oh. You done your row and moved up? Tracy's a cooking fiend. She cooks all the time. So, well, I'll hold on to that question until Benita gets back, because I want her input. I was about to ask like what. Well, no, I'll just wait. Tracy posting things in Discord, I see. Trying to show off. Oh, she's trying to show off pictures of fried chicken now. She trying to show a black dude fried chicken in his own Discord. Like, I don't have my own pictures of fried chicken.
You don't.
I don't. I'm not really a fan of fried chicken. I know all
He's not really black.
That's.
You don't like watermelon either.
You know what? I do like watermelon, but this isn't Alabama, and the watermelons are not the same. Okay. Oklahoma watermelon is not the same as Alabama watermelons.
No, they don't taste good.
No, they don't.
They have no flavor.
They don't. Whoever is is in Oklahoma going, these watermelons are delicious. The fuck is wrong with you? It's okay. I hate maple syrup. I don't. I don't think. I don't think when people think of like ethnicities of people and what food goes along with it, like they're like, you know what's the whitest food ever? Maple syrup. Like I don't think that's on the like I honestly have given so little thought to like I don't know. I don't really think about like what like what white people eat. I don't like I don't know. Like and I grew up around white folks. Like some of them could cook, most of them couldn't. Just um or what they thought was cooking, and I'm just like, look, all right, Donna, you can't like who it had to be it had to be white people who came up with the idea that you could make ribs tender by boiling them. Oh, all you have to do is boil them for like 2 hours before you put them on the grill, and then they'll be like really tender. Like, ain't no ain't no black or Hispanic person came up with boiling ribs to make them tender. Like, like no, no, that didn't happen. That's really the only thing that I could think. That and goulash. What, like boiled ribs with no seasoning and goulash. Like
Goulash is just hamburger helper.
it's just hamburger helper that doesn't come in the box. I know, but like those are the two. Like if somebody asked me like, hey, what do Hispanic people, name some Hispanic foods, I could come up with like 20. If somebody was like, hey, name some foods that like black folks eat, or name some foods that Germans eat, name some foods that Korean people eat. I could come up with stuff. But if somebody came up to me and was like, Bob in accounting, what do you think he's eating for dinner at night? And I'm like, I'm at a loss, bro. I don't know. It's like potato salad with raisins. I have no idea. But the world is such a mixed up place anymore that like, and not mixed up in a bad way. Like food, ideas, language, the way that we speak, tell stories, music, all of that stuff travels so far and wide now that it's a very hard and complicated thing to be like, oh, this group of people, enjoys this or that, right? Like, Tracy, you're right. Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Meatloaf. What other ethnic group is like, you know what we invented? You know what we invented? Ground beef that's in the shape of bread. Who else is doing that? And you know what? You know what, Tracy? Fucking meatloaf is delicious. It's delicious. Tracy, you ever had a meatloaf sandwich? You ever had a meatloaf sandwich? You slice up some of the leftover meatloaf, and then you spread a little bit of mashed potatoes on it. You know, kind of like it was the mayo on a sandwich, and then you put it between two pieces of bread. Maybe you put a little bit of barbecue sauce on the meatloaf. Dang it now.
Now you got me.
Huh? Are we going to Cheesecake Factory tomorrow and we're going to get some meatloaf?
No,
Why are we not going to Cheesecake Factory?
because we've already spent our budget.
Are you sure about that?
You got some money?
Well, I mean, for his glory, gave us some Cheesecake Factory money, so
We got bills to pay.
yes, we can go to Cheesecake Factory. We just need like one more person to buy something, and then we'll be able to go to Cheesecake Factory. Not only have lunch, but maybe even get a slice of cheesecake to share. Because my wife is right, Cheesecake Factory, while it is delicious, very expensive. You don't have to be balling out of control, but you do actually need some money to go to Cheesecake Factory. Tracy's like, oh my God, I love meatloaf sandwiches. I put mayo and lettuce, salt and pepper. You know what? Wait, mayo and lettuce. Where's the tomatoes?
I've never had meatloaf sandwich.
You, what? You never had what? You never had what?
I've never had a meatloaf sandwich.
You never had a meatloaf sandwich? God dang it, woman. I thought I had shown you all the experiences this world had to offer. Apparently, I have failed my wife because she has never had a meatloaf sandwich. Well, then what we're going to do, we're going to be really irresponsible at Cheesecake Factory tomorrow. We are going to order the dinner portion of meatloaf so that we have some leftovers, and then we're going to bring it home, and then we're going to make meatloaf sandwiches.
I could just make meatloaf.
I mean, yes, you could make meatloaf, but I'm pretty sure you won't be making the Cheesecake Factory meatloaf,
Probably not.
which is absolutely delicious. And yes, what you hear me saying is true. I am saying that my wife's meatloaf not as good as Cheesecake Factory, and you know what? I'm not even like,
Sorry.
no, I'm not even sorry a little bit, because she thinks the same things. She knows the deal. She knows the deal. Like, she can cook some things very well, and her meatloaf is alright.
I just haven't found the right recipe yet.
They haven't found it right. You mean the one that copies the Cheesecake Factory recipe?
Well, let me see. Maybe I can find it.
Maybe you can find it. Yeah. You work on that. You work on that.
Copycat recipe.
Copycat recipe. Yes.
I just have to look for that.
Make the best meat. See, and that's the see. In order to make really good meatloaf, yes, Tracy, you are right. It can't be mushy. If your meatloaf is mushy, one, you cook the ground beef too long, right? That's bad. You totally shouldn't do that. But you've probably also got way too many breadcrumbs in there and way too much egg.
Yeah, too much liquid.
Yeah, if your meatloaf is mushy, yeah, you fucked up. I feel like meatloaf is not like, if you're screwing up the meatloaf, like, okay, I'm gonna get a little bit toxic masculinity here, but um, there there are some things that like if I had to marry my wife all over again, and there was like I found out that there was some basic stuff that she just ain't happening. She can't cook. I would not expect meatloaf to be one of them. Like that's like a basic skill. That's kind of like marrying a man who that has no concept or idea of how to change a tire on a car. Like, oh, we got a flat. Well, we better call roadside assistance. No, motherfucker, get your butt outside and change this car tire. Like meatloaf is just like a basic staple. That's home ec 101, baby. How you mess up meatloaf? Like if I was a mom and I had a daughter and I was like, all right, daughter, I'm about to send you out into the world.
My mom's meatloaf was terrible.
Your mom's meatloaf was terrible. I cannot imagine your mom actually cooking anything delicious. Like your mom might have been a great nurse at the hospital, but but I only know that for sure just because I mean your mom is not my Aunt Laverne. She doesn't strike me as the kind of person handing down recipes
No, my mom
to the
didn't
younger
really know how to
generation.
cook. Salt and pepper was her only seasoning.
Salt and pepper was the only seasoning. Oh,
My dad had to teach her how to cook.
oh, see? Well, good on your dad.
She knew nothing about anything but salt, pepper, and grease.
Salt, pepper, and grease. Well, did she at least put the grease on the back of the stove? Because your mom is a Southern woman, so she at least had the bacon grease in the jar on the back of the stove, right? So that she could put like. Does anybody else do that? Is that just black folks? Right? Who else who saves a little bit of the bacon grease so that they can mix it in like with some Brussels sprouts or put a spoonful of it in the scrambled eggs? Like anybody? Am I the only one? Like, do you ever cook like Jimmy Dean's spicy sausage in a cast iron skillet and then just kind of gently wipe it out, but then immediately cook some scrambled eggs in it without cleaning out the pan? So that way your scrambled eggs are seasoned and they're slightly brown. We call them dirty eggs in the South. Like, yeah, give me some of them brown eggs. Give me them dirty eggs. That's delicious, yo. I told somebody at work about the dirty eggs and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm just like, what? No, you always cook like your sausage or your bacon first. And then you cook your eggs in the same pan. And God help you, you better not clean out that pan. Got a whole wall of seasoning. Yeah, see, Tracy knows. She knows. Okay. See, at first I was down on you, Tracy. I was down on you, but you're redeeming yourself. You're redeeming yourself. Now I might have to add a recipe section to my Discord. People gonna come there looking for diamond painting, and they're gonna be like, "What in the heck is this?" There's a whole ass recipe section there. it's gonna be an everything community Discord. It's like they got recipes in this Discord. What the heck? Oh, she says I would fill that section up. It'd be Tracy's recipe section. I'll just make her a mod in that channel. It'll just be her channel, Tracy's recipe corner. Diamond painting and recipes. Don't be surprised if you see that section in there. I can create a new section in 30 seconds. It don't take that long. Tracy will be like, I'll stay up late tonight. I will fill it up. There'll be 50 recipes in there. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll be like, yeah, dang, look at all this. Tracy's egging me on. She's like, do it. Do it. Oh. This little half section moving along very nicely. Look at that. Look at that static. That's crazy. Huh?
I got cut up sheets.
Do you really? Yeah, it'd probably be helpful in this one.
They might be too big though. There's a tray, it's not.
That's how. I'll throw one in here. Well, hey, at least none stuck to the lid, so that's good. And they are stacking up pretty nice up top, so I'm not mad about that. Oh, Sandy, I got a an email from what's her name? I think her name is Tracy from Red Dirt Boxer Rescue,
Uh-huh.
um, asking me because I've had two boxers before.
Three.
No, two boxers before at the same time.
Oh.
They have a bonded pair of male boxers that they are having trouble finding a home for, and so they've kind of started hitting up personally, not just advertising on Facebook, um, that they're looking for people who want to take both of them in, and I'm just like, and they look like, you know, they're they're great dogs, and I'm just like, can't I can't do it. I don't need two.
We don't need one.
Yeah, we don't need one. We got a bunch of stuff in this house, but like,
I mean, I'd love to have them again, but a
yeah,
lot of things have to change.
yeah. And I'm just I had to tell her like, look, yeah, I'm sure they're great dogs, but at this time they're not for us. And I felt so bad telling her that because I'm like I know that they would have like they would they would be fine here, but we're just not we're not ready for them as far as like a household. Like we're ready for the dogs as far as like, you know, being dog owners, but like we just like we would have to move some furniture around. A lot of stuff would have to get moved. Like we'd have to physically make room, you know, to have the dogs here. And then there's also like our neighbors have some very very aggressive dogs, and so I'm concerned that there might be some issues with that. You know, should because we're kind of used to letting our you know, boxers are you know, when they're well trained, we can just kind of, you know, send them out the back door. They stay in the yard. They don't go running off. You know, and I would hate for in my neighborhood a lot of the dogs, they people just kick them outside, and then they just roam around like roving gangs of dogs, and you know, there's no tags on it. You never know what dog it goes where, how aggressive it is, you know. And so I don't want to put my dogs in a situation where they could be hurt or attacked. I would feel bad if that happened. So it's just like, at this time, I'd have to decline. And I want another pet, like, you know, like really badly. Like, you know, it's like, it'd be nice to have another pet. And I'm thinking, as much as I'd like boxers, like, we might, if I get another pet, it might actually end up being like a cat, you know, which is like, hey, and nothing wrong with a cat, but a cat ain't a boxer. I'm just, you know, if you know, you know, you know. I'm not bagging on cats. Well, maybe a little bit. All right, if you like cats, hey, good.
Used to have cats.
Yeah, I used to have cats, but then I discovered how friggin' awesome dogs are. Cause cats, like, you come through the door and the cat is like, ah, it's fucking you again. Okay, fine, whatever. Get me something to eat, human. But dogs, like, you come through the door, like, it's just mad appreciation. Like, oh God, you're home. Thank God you're home. I missed you. And you come through the door, you got a cat. The cat is like, Are you fucking gonna get me something to eat or what? Like, if you croak, a dog is like gonna stay by your side and you know, like, be like, hey, I miss you. Please tell me you're coming back. Don't leave me. A cat's gonna be like, great, a free meal. Now that's probably not true, cat people. I'm just joking, kind of. And I was like, well, you know, I was thinking to myself, like, okay, I could I could get a cat, but like I'd want it to be like, you know, like a hefty cat. I don't want like a tiny cat. I want like a cat that scares most people. Yeah, a cat is not a dog. You wouldn't have two again, but I always have a dog. Yeah, two dogs are, they can be a handful, but boxers are usually pretty good in pairs, especially if they're a bonded pair. If they grew up together, then you know they're just fine. Although you can have issues with pack mentality because they grew up together. Um, you know, but that's only really an issue if those two are around other dogs, because then you can have some issues where the bonded pair kind of defends themselves in their territory against other dogs, and they kind of, you know, tag team the other dogs. But yeah, most certainly cats are not dogs. So I would want, you know, a rather large cat. The problem with that is that, like, if you think that like dogs, especially like the special breeds of dogs, your more esoteric breeds of dogs are expensive, go out and go find out the price for a Maine Coon, okay, or those friggin' small lynxes or whatever they are. They look like small ass leopards. Um, Go out and try to find a price for one of those. Like, good luck. Like, people out here thinking cats are made out of friggin' gold or something, and I'm like, you do realize that this is a cat. It's not a dog. It's a cat. Like, why is the price so high? Well, this is a Maine Coon cat. The color is blue smoke. And I'm like, yeah, but there were like 15 of them born in the last litter, and the thing has a friggin' litter like, you know, like every 6 months. Like, come on. Come on. $2,000 for a cat? Like, come on. Get out of here. Get out of $2,000 for a damn cat. If I pay $2,000 for a cat, I better come through the door and be able to tell the cat where is my dinner at. Hey, honey. Small ass leopards. Charlie was our most expensive dog. I don't know what a Merle Frenchie is, but I do know about Frenchies, and yeah, and they're a very popular dog where I work because I work in a rather wealthy neighborhood, and so I see a lot of full size poodles. I see a lot of French bulldogs in pairs. You know, there's like two what do you call them? Not dog pounds, but like where you drop off your dog before you go to work and then you pick them up in the evening, like boarding houses or whatever. And they're not cheap boarding houses. So, I know that these people's pets are not, you know, they certainly didn't pick them up at the local like Oklahoma City pound. So yeah, I know of Frenchies and stuff like that. So and for a cat, I'm not above like going to PetSmart and picking out a cat. Every time I walk by, someone always says he's so cool looking. Like I'm not above going to PetSmart for like a friggin' cat. Like even the boxers that I get, like they're used boxers. Like I'm not going to the puppy mill to go grab a fresh boxer, so I can show it off. So I don't, I don't mind, buying pre-owned. It's fine. But like if you think like temperament is something to watch out for in dogs, it's like super important in cats. Like if a cat just doesn't like you or doesn't want to be bothered, like there's no amount of love that you can give that cat that's just gonna like change the cat's mind or opinion of you. Like that cat is just gonna be like, yeah, I don't like you. And there's nothing you can do. You're just gonna have to get used to the fact that, like, yeah, my cat hates my guts. Now check it out. Like I'm bagging on a cat, right? But like next weekend I'll come home with a cat and be showing it off on camera. Like, look at my cat, he's so precious. And the cat will be looking at the camera like, I'm going to kill this human. All right, two more colors. So I don't know. Like Sandy and I have had various pets. Like we had lovebirds for a few years, which were great. You know, we've had fish. You know, we've had dogs, we've had cats. Now, the last cat that we had was an outside cat that we brought in, and that cat friggin' marked everything. And then we had it. I think we had it fixed, right?
Yeah.
We had it fixed, and it still marked everything. And we were like, "What the frick?" And I mean, it was like an orange color marking, and it was just it was high powered, like make your eyes water. And finally, we what did we do with that cat? Did we just return? No, we didn't return it back to the wild. I think we gave it to somebody.
No.
What happened to that cat?
We had Tycho, we had AOI. Those are the only two cats we ever had.
Well, there wasn't AOI marking on stuff.
No, Tycho was the Siamese.
Yeah,
He died of cancer or something or other.
yeah,
AOI is the one that we
At-
passed
y-
and
yeah.
Maxwell killed.
yeah. No, we had another cat. We had a third cat. We didn't have it for very long, and it friggin' marked everything, and we were just like, nope, can't have this cat. F this cat. So maybe that's what I'll do. You know, if we can't get a dog anytime soon, because I am ready for another pet. And while I would like for it to be a dog, you know, realistically, we don't really have the space or the environment to be conducive to a dog, especially a dog as active as what a boxer can be. And that's not fair to the boxer. But we could make a little room and make some small environment changes to house and take care of a cat. Huh? My wife is back there shaking her head like, hell no. I don't know. What do you think? No,
No cat.
you don't.
All this equipment,
I don't.
dead in no time.
I don't think that the
Kill it.
I'd kill it. Well, if it bothered the printers,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I don't know if a cat would, like, once the printers are moving and doing their thing, I think it would tend to scare off a cat.
Are we diamond stuff with the other before?
Now the diamond painting stuff, it's like if I say like I've got a ruler on a section or whatever, or I've uncovered a section and I get up to go to the bathroom and I come back and the cat has decided to lay on the exposed glue section and now I have cat hair stuck to my canvas, like I'm not going to murder the cat, but I am going to give it the same look of disappointment that my father gave me whenever I did something extremely irritating and stupid. And then I'm going to kick it. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna kick the cat. Yeah, Sandy, we should get a cat. We should name it Poofy. We should get a cat, Elisa, and we should name it Poofy. Okay, so Sandy and I are going to Cheesecake Factory for lunch, and then we're going to PetSmart to look at cats. So it should be a fun and exciting day. My wife says that's not what we're doing tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure that it is. She says all the time that we're not doing all sorts of fun stuff, but then it ends up happening anyway. Because let's be honest, if I waited on whenever my wife was ready to do anything fun, I would have died waiting a long time ago. See, and cats are cheap, so we can just use like the dog's old water bowl. Should work fine. And cats don't need like a special cat bed because, well, they don't really give a shit because they're just gonna lay down wherever they damn well please. So it doesn't matter if you spend money on some special cat bed because they're just gonna make your bed or your pillow or your lap. That's what's gonna be their bed. So they don't really care about that either. So then, what do you need? You need a laser pointer, and you're gonna need a laser pointer, and a collar, and a tag. So you're gonna need a laser pointer, a collar, and a tag, and
Anita's back.
what else do you need? Oh, hey, welcome back, Benita. Benita, I think I've decided that tomorrow we're going to go cat shopping. Sandy says that we're not, but I'm pretty sure that we are. She doesn't really get a choice.
Yes, that'd be right.
See, what she doesn't know is that Lyft drivers are fine transporting cats. So we're going to go to Cheesecake Factory tomorrow, and then after that lunch, we're going to go find a cat. And I've decided that to name it Poofy, so that way it can be best friends with Elisa's Foofy. So that way there can be Poofy and Foofy, and they can have merry adventures together. Oh, you're diamond painting now? Oh, yeah. That's the big one. You got to have a litter box. Ooh, you know what? We should get that space age litter box. The one that's like a spinning tunnel or whatever. And like when the cat gets out of it, like it like spins around like a washing machine. That would be awesome. On my break while I was at work, I was watching videos of cats running on these treadmills. Cats are not very good at running on treadmills. It was friggin' hilarious. Like they'd get that thing going like light speed, and then they would like try to stop, but they just get bucked off and thrown like halfway across the room. It was hilarious. And I'm like, yes, that is the kind of adventures and memories that I want. it's, it's my cat getting thrown across the room off a treadmill. Yes, I am gonna be an awesome cat owner. I'm gonna be an awesome cat dad. Not that kind of cat dad. A cat dad, not a cat daddy. That's it's two different. It's two different things, y'all. Two different
You know
things.
what, Tracy?
I'm gonna be a cat dad, not a cat daddy. That's two different things.
Tracy's coming.
You're not getting it. Who are you kidding? Hey. All right. See, once again, the women are ganging up on me to ruin my fun. Come on, guys. If you're out there, dudes, my dudes, if you're out there, come on. Don't let the women do this to me. Don't let them kill the fun. Don't let them take the light away from me. How come girls just want to have fun, but guys, we try to have some fun? It's like, no. You have to be, you know, um, responsible and accountable for things, and you have to. See, this is the reason why you don't have a microphone, hun, because of the things you say. Okay. Dudettes her. Dudettes here. No, I need dudes. Dudes. Actual dudes. Dudes. I mean, ladies are cool. Y'all are cool, and I'm thankful that y'all are here. Thank you. But, I mean, look, I'm getting ravaged. Any dude would be like, abso-friggin-lutely, you should totally get a cat. What? Without thinking about it, just randomly walking through PetSmart and like, you know what? We should get a cat, and then just do it. No thought at all. Be like, we don't have anywhere to put it. Does our landlord even accept cats? I don't fucking know. He doesn't come around here. Who cares? Plus, we already paid a $600 dog deposit for dogs that we don't even have anymore, and that hasn't been returned to us. So I feel entitled to have at least 10 cats to make up for that amount of money. See, Bonita's like, just do it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Bonita's got the right idea. So, see, Tracy, Captain Buzzkill, but Bonita knows what fun is. But of course she does. She lives in Hawaii, and she likes pancakes. Those two things combined let me know exactly who I should and shouldn't be listening to when it comes to possibly doing quick decisions for possibly irresponsible things. And the choice is clear. It's Bonita. Making snap, irresponsible decisions absolutely sounds like something you should be doing in Hawaii for maximum fun. Like, if you're in Hawaii and say you're just like hanging out at the house, maybe you're on vacation, Like you're chilling in the hotel, and somebody's like, you know what would be awesome right now? Parasailing. Let's do it. Right? That person who suggested that is now my best friend. While everyone else is waffling around and going, well, you see, I don't know, and it could be dangerous, or there's not enough wind, and it's like, who the cares? You're being pulled by a boat. The boat makes its own wind. Like, let's go. Vanita's like, get that cat, get that cat. See, like if I went to Hawaii, like there would be so many cliched things I'd do. Yes, possibly traipsing through the jungle to go to one of a billion hidden waterfalls. Absolutely, sounds awesome. Riding that big inflatable banana boat thing that you see on all the tourist photos. Absolutely doing that. Snorkeling down deep for conch shells. Yep, totally doing that. Visiting every food truck that sells any kind of uh, like like quick like seafood tacos or like lobster rolls or like shrimp po' boy kind of things. Absolutely doing that. Like it's just mad crazy adventure time. Paragliding, parasailing, hit a bunch of mosquitoes while I'm looking for waterfalls. Well, and that's to be expected, I guess. You're going in search of a water source in the middle of a jungle or a forest. Yeah, you're probably going to wherever the water source is. Probably gonna be where all the mosquitoes are. But you know what? I'm bringing the DEET. I'm bringing the 55-gallon drum of DEET. I'm taking a snorkel dip. I'm skinny dipping in the DEET before I head out. They're gonna be like, what's that smell? And I'm like, that's the smell of no mosquitoes. Because I took a bath in DEET. I'm prepared like I'm going to war with the mosquitoes. Food trucks are the bomb in Hawaii. Everything sounds awesome in Hawaii, except for the wait time to order anything and the cost of just about anything. Yes. Yeah, as long as they're paying me like $50 an hour to work at McDonald's and I order everything way in advance of when I actually need it, Hawaii sounds like an awesome place to live.
Where does Bonita live?
Bonita, which island is it that you live on? I think it's Oahu. I don't think she lives on the Big Island. I don't know. We've sent her like 3 packages and we don't know where she lives.
I guess I never paid attention.
They never paid attention because we just copy paste your address and send it. We don't actually know where you live. It's someplace in Hawaii. It'll get there when it gets there. Oh, your husband's from the Big Island. So yeah, it's Oahu, and her husband is from Hawaii. Something pretty. I gotta wear that spray so I don't get eaten alive. Yeah, you gotta get that deep. You should take your cat with you. Yes, me and the cat parasailing, riding the banana boats out in the ocean waves. Me and the cat adventures. What are we gonna name the cat, Sandy? We're totally getting a cat, y'all. We're totally getting a cat. Let's make sure everything is flat and pushed down. All right. They're looking pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. Name an imaginary.
Was that from Tracy?
Yes.
I like you, Tracy. What are you like? We might be in serious trouble, guys. He's looking at cat pictures.
I am looking at freaking cat pictures. Okay.
We're not getting a cat.
I can like. Wow,
You
that
can
is
look.
that is a lot of freaking cats. and they're all called domestic short hairs. And there's like 21 pages of them in the zip code. Oh my God. They're probably just giving these things away, because you know what happens to these absolutely cute little cats when they can't find homes to them? And you would be complicit in that, because you have the opportunity, but instead you would allow the other option because you don't care about them. Is that a bobtail cat? Ew, gross. Oh man, see, it used to be that places like PetSmart would actually have like pets there, but now they just host these adoption agencies on their website, and then you have to like go find a pet. Like it's what? You can't even, man, see, screw that. See, like all of these like animal shelters and stuff like that, like they're, you know, they're like, oh, we have so many animals, and you know, we don't want to like, you know, put them down. We want, you know, dogs to go to. Why is there a pig here? Anyway, but like they make it so hard, and you have to jump through all these hoops to get. All right, look online, adoptable pets. Aw. Oh God, you want a hound dog, Sandy, so that it can just go, oh, and just friggin' yell in the middle of the night at the moon for no friggin' reason.
That's why I like boxers, because they were quiet.
Because they're quiet. Yeah, exactly. Oh wow, lots of orange cats, and we already know what's up with orange cats. Like they God, they have so many freaking dogs. Are you serious? Like, it's amazing how many people do not, like, they just, oh my God, they're like, it is almost heartbreaking how many freaking animals that they have. And like they've got like 7, 8, 9, like just on every page there's probably 5 or 6 pit bulls and pit bull terriers that are on the pages, and pups, which means that they're picking these up from mills and stuff. Like, and it's just sad because there's so many of them. Yeah, if you want a pit bull terrier mix, like, god dang, you go there for anything, they're just gonna like throw one in your bag. Like, hey, we just need to pick up some dog food. They're like, great, take this free pit bull terrier with you. I'm joking about it. It's kind of sad, but I mean, it's, you know, what the heck is a barn cat? You ever heard of that? A barn cat? Or working cats available for adoption? What is a?
You just put them on your property and they eat the mice.
Is that what they are? We adopt out working cats that are spayed, neutered, microchipped, and have their left ear tipped. This is the international sign for a cat that has been sterilized. These particular cats are working cats because they're more feral, shy, or sensitive to overstimulation. We try to adopt them out as fast as possible. But what the f is a working cat? I've never heard of this. A working cat?
Put them on your property to take care of the
Did they? Oh, is that basically what they are? So you just kind of leave them outside and they just.
They're not pets.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay. You want a Maine Coon? Yeah, somebody Benita got that money. We was talking about Maine Coons earlier. Yeah, I ain't got that Maine Coon. I ain't got Maine Coon money. $2,000. $2,000 for the Maine Coons. Your boy has not got it like that. They ain't got it like that. Ain't got the Maine Coon money. These people are insane in the membrane. $2,000 on the Maine Coon, Joe. So I guess tomorrow, instead of PetSmart, it's Oklahoma City Animal Shelter. You know what? You know what's cool about OKC Animal Shelter? They're going to give us like free bag of food. They're going to give us like a bunch of stuff. And they'll probably be like, "Oh, you want a cat here? Just take it." Like, there's no adoption fee. No, just the adoption fee is you taking it. Like, but don't y'all need money to keep the shelter open? You are literally paying us, sir, by taking this friggin' cat. They're actually a 5-for-1 special. If you take one cat, we're gonna give you 4 more. Yeah, it's big, medium-sized dogs. Yeah, they're friggin' big cats. They are, I would say, second as far as like beautiful cats. They are second to those friggin' giant leopard-looking cats that people buy. That cost like $10,000 for a friggin' cat, you know. Aren't you finished with that section yet?
I took a break.
Oh, well, I guess that's what happens when you're slow. You had to eat something? Oh, well, finally. She came home, guys, and she was like, "I'm not hungry." Now it's 1 o'clock in the morning and she had to eat something.
I just had some celery and peanut butter.
You had some what?
Celery and peanut butter.
Oh God, I would have rather just went hungry. Celery and peanut butter. I'm sorry. So now I gotta let a little bit of that out so that we can work on the next section. Oh. good. All right. Took a little bit of extra time to get that one set up just to make sure that I had it just right. It's gonna be looking good. Yep. Oh, wait. Yes. Yeah. What am I thinking? This is a square. You love celery and peanut butter? Celery and peanut butter. It's a nice combo. I'll eat it every once in a while, but it ain't at the top of the list, you know. So I need some more 951, which I should have in this bag somewhere. Yep, here it is. Sandy, do I have? Did I sell my last funnel?
Which
Tube funnel. Did I sell the last one? Oh, this tube funnel is actually it's going in the mail tomorrow to somebody, but it'll take like an hour and 15 minutes to print another one of these. But I'm just going to use their funnel. So we're just going to take this funnel for a test drive. And we're going to put because we need some more 951. See, this is all I got left. And 951 is this pale peach color. So we definitely need some more of that. So we unscrew that. We'll slide that in there. We'll set that in a tray. Some of that in there. Where was I going to pour that? I didn't even take the lid off of this. There we go. Static. Yay. Get in there. I haven't kitted up anything that's had this much static in it so far. And from YouTube videos I've seen, like this is light static. This isn't as bad as it could be. So put that back over there. Get that mess out of here. Oh. All right. So we've got a ruler set. Feel good about that. All right, what kind of colors are we gonna need for this one? Basically, until we get to the hair, it's just much the same of what we just did.
I just realized something.
What?
About my Forever Young kit?
Yeah.
I was supposed to have ordered purple trays. How did I end up clear?
No, you're thinking of like tray bricks.
Oh, is
For
that
for
tray
yeah,
bricks?
Forever Young is
It's
always clear.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're thinking of tray bricks.
Oh.
Did you mean to order the tray bricks?
No, because I couldn't afford it. But I was thinking that these came in colors too.
No, no, the Forever Young are always clear. But you know, maybe if your husband had a cat, he might be super generous to you and get you some tray bricks. Huh?
I could buy my own tray brick.
Oh, Independent Woman Part 1, you can buy your own tray bricks. All right. But if that's the case, how come you ended up with Forever Young? I mean,
Because I didn't want to spend that money.
oh, okay.
There's a difference between being able to do it and doing it.
Oh, so you broke and dusty.
No, I didn't say I was broken dusty. I just said
Okay.
I didn't want to spend the money.
Broken dusty.
Nope.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know why I'm starting a second section. I mean, I kind of know why, is that I want to like I'm really liking this painting and the colors in it. I honestly was unsure about it at first. I was like, well, I want to do this old ass artwork, but I'm really liking the colors and how it's coming out, and I want to see the lady in you know all her glory with the ABs and the red hair and the flowiness of the dress and all. Is like, I know it's going to be awesome. And so I just want to kind of catch up, because I'm like, I just feel like I'm like a week behind in where I should be with this painting. So it's just like, you know what, I just want to jump into another section. Like, besides sitting at home tomorrow, you know, waiting on Prince to get done, and, you know, hanging out with my cat, like, I want to, you know, I don't have anything else to be doing, so I'm just like, you know, I'll just be chilling out, diamond painting all day. if we get a male cat tomorrow, I'm totally naming it after the Harry Potter potion, Felix Felicis. If you know, you know. So my wife has said nothing because she doesn't know Harry Potter like I do. Even though like 2 months ago we watched all of the Harry Potter movies.
Your wife's saying nothing because we're not getting a cat.
We're totally getting a cat.
We're not getting a cat.
I want to be a cat daddy. Did you know that my wife was in the military? Yep. You know her rank? She was a captain. Captain Buzzkill. The big fat orange Garfield? Heck yeah. That'd be an awesome cat to have. Never had an orange cat. I mean, I would probably take any cat that is willing to adopt me. Because let's be real, when you go and adopt a cat, you don't pick the cat. The cat just kind of settles for you. Like, okay, let me weigh the options, because the cat's looking at you and it's just like, all right, I probably got another week to live, so I can either go home with this loser and maybe he'll feed me, or I can meet my demise here. All right, I guess I'll go home with you. It's better than being stuck here waiting on my death. That's pretty much, when you go to adopt a cat, that's pretty much what the cat's attitude is. It's like, all right, I guess going home with you is gonna be better than staying here. See, she finished. Oh wow! See, Tracy is super fast when it comes to diamond. Like, look at this. This is. And see, she wants to like buy a ruler so bad, but it's like, look at this. Rulers. I mean, obviously she doesn't need training wheels, and I don't know what the heck she's using to keep her edges super straight, because her washi tape isn't even right up against the edges of the drills. Like, her stuff just looks super clean and nice. I mean, the fact that she wants to buy some stuff is like, it's like great. Looks like somebody made some some buttered chicken, looking good. Like, look at this. Look at this food. See, you see that? See that's what happens when I'm looking at the food, and now I'm getting the food. You know. Well, she is retired. Now I'm looking at the food and I'm thinking, all right, food time. What pizza place is open at 1:30 a.m. in the morning on a Thursday, or what is now a Friday morning? Paid $30 for IHOP to bring me a stack for DoorDash to bring me a stack of IHOP pancakes. There we go. Now we got a nice even row looking good. Yep, makes me happy. Yeah, pizza. Yeah, pizza at 1:30 in the morning, just randomly ordering it. Does sound pretty good. I'm not going to do that because I need to save money for my cat. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I know. Yeah, Litter Robot 4. So I guess this is the fourth version. Self-cleaning litter box for up to 4 cats. $699. Yeah, I'm not paying that. Like, why do all these litter boxes cost that much? Like, a self-cleaning litter box should not. Oh my God, that's not even. That's the cheap one. The expensive one is $900. Are you serious? Heck no. All right, see, here we go. Pet safe, scoop free, self-cleaning litter box. See, like $199. That's what they want to charge for it at Petco. But Walmart got the cheap China knockoff for $99. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, see? Maybe the 900. Who is paying $900 for a self-cleaning litter box? Like, you serious? All right, Tracy, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm glad that I could produce some motivation for you. See, I am a motivator. Benita says, just get the cat already.
It ain't happening.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Maybe not tomorrow, but it'll certainly happen the next day for sure. We getting the cat, y'all. Totally getting the cat. It's gonna be awesome. We'll never find it in this house though. It's gonna be awesome. Let's get a cat. Yeah. You don't want to say no. It's the responsible adult part of you that's like, no, we shouldn't.
We are one of these hoarders.
But
We don't have room for a cat.
cats don't take room.
No, but they like to destroy and get on top of everything.
Yeah, so what they gonna get on top of?
Everything we own.
I mean, they'll be all right. They'll
You not see
like
the
we're gonna have
videos
more
of
than
the
one.
cats just knocking stuff off of counters just
Ah.
for the hell of it.
That's their death. If the cat wants to face my wrath, that's up to the cat. Me and the cat will reach an understanding before coming home. I'll be like, look, you little bastard, this is my house. I'm letting you live here.
You know you're talking about a cat, not a dog.
I know. That's why you have to set the ground rules with a cat. Because the cat will just be like, F you. You're now living with me. A dog's just happy that hey, it's like, hey, somebody's here. I think they love me. But a cat's like, all right, all of this stuff is now mine, and you have to set the ground rules and be like, no, you little bastard, this is my domain, all right? Because the cat's gonna try to get you with them sad, big ass, puss in boot cat eyes, and you're gonna be like, oh. But the whole time it's doing nothing but plotting your demise. And you have to tell the cat, you gotta be like, watching you. Oh, it's gonna be so hard to sleep tonight. It's like kid on Christmas. Like, ooh, we get the cat tomorrow. Ah. Already got the name picked out. It's gonna have a cool ass tricked out litter box. And we're gonna feed it nothing but Fancy Feast. Because I heard that was like the best food and it was also like one of the cheapest too.
Yeah, right.
Fancy Feast? That's the low cost option, right? Fancy Feast? Oh. Oh, is Fancy Feast the one where with the commercial where they always serve it like in this like crystal bowl or whatever, and they like tap on the side of the glass like with a fork, and it's like ding ding ding, and the cat comes over, and it's usually like a butler or something that like fixes the cat's food, like all white gloved and shit. The cat living the high life and shit. We eating beanie weenies and the cat getting served by a butler. That's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome that we eating beanie weenies and the cat got fucking Fancy Feast, but you know. You're like, yo, what'd y'all eat for dinner? Whatever it wasn't as good as what the cat ate. Yes, you're right. I should probably watch my language because at nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, little kids are watching.
Nobody wants to hear you cussing all
Oh my God.
the time.
See, at this particular time, both me and the cat will be thinking the same thing. Me and the cat will be looking at each other like, would this chick just shut up? And I'll look at the cat and I'll be like, hey, cat, did I ever tell you that my wife used to be in the military? Yeah, she was a captain. And the cat will be like, yeah, makes sense. Oh. Benita's like, I'm in the DP zone. We've lost her. She's gone, Doc. You know what? Being in the DP zone, not a bad place to be. So I'm going to shut up for a little bit. I'm going to let you enjoy your zone. All right, guys. That is it for me. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We talked about all kinds of things and goofed off. Had a good time doing some diamond painting. I finished my first row. My wife did not finish her first row, but I'm sure she'll finish it tomorrow, and then she'll be on to her second row. Already, I'm loving the color scheme of this painting, and I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And the next time you see me, we'll probably be working on her beautiful face and hair here. So lots of specialty drills in all of this red, so we'll see a nice explosion of color here. Should really, really be wonderful to work on. So I will see you guys the next time I stream, and thank you very much for hanging out here with me. My name is Chris. This has been the Diamond Brush. Have a great night, everyone.